Hello, this is Roy Mitchell with HYBLA Today's report. The student, no, not the student, but it was summer and they worked through the summer where they're talking about the counselors of Hastings Highlands report card. It's looking at the summer. That's why you're not going to hear Frank Hickey's name in this, because he came later. And also, we're here with cameraman Ken, and we're at the corner of 127. If you go that way, you're in Algonquin. If you go that way, you're in Ottawa. The heart of Maynooth, the downtown intersection, one of the few. So anyway, we're here with hand model Wendy Keating to fill in the mayor and the councilors report for the summer of 2017. And also you should know is we're not going to be mean. Nobody's going to fail. It was the summer. We're nice. It's the first per report card. But we're looking at some C's. We are. And C's that are hanging by the precipice, falling into the F's and the D's or whatever those. So the first one we're going to talk about, a precipice hitter, is Hal Robinson. Now, you didn't hear much from Hal Robinson except to support the bromance that he's having with Greg Roberts. And he sort of sides with him a lot. And, you know, okay, Hal Robinson, the worst thing he did and why he's stuck in Sealand is because we were sitting around and he was talking. We were voting about question period, whether it should be at the beginning or end or gone immediately or whatever. Hal Robinson said, and somebody said, oh yes, the reason we have the question period at the beginning is so people can, you know, influence their counselors and make sure they know what they think and maybe change their minds. Hal Robinson said, I don't believe in that question period at the beginning. I believe you should actually, if you want to hear your voice here, you should run for council. That's where you hear your voice, when you run for council. Well, Hal Robinson, that's not democracy. Not democracy at all. So I suggest you maybe to up the thing, read Democracy for Dummies or some likely book like that to help you understand what democracy is. Because we should be influencing you, honey. Honey, held. And also getting back to me. I, as a constituent, HYBLA Today has emailed you, didn't hear from you, sir. And then when I finally contacted you via phone, you said, oh, my wife does all that. Well, cuckoo-cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson, you should not be doing his email. He should be doing his email. Unless you're getting a kick paid or whatever. I don't know, your relationship. Okay, so C. Next we have, as formerly mentioned, Greg Roberts. And hand model Wendy will put in the C beside Robinson's name. Greg Roberts. Again, a little bit more awake than Held. And talks and does stuff. Questionable stuff like the signs. Taking away the political signs. Not a wise move. And also, he said something very strange this summer that got him this C. He said that when we were discussing the LED light in downtown Bancroft, he said it was a verbal agreement. I'm sorry. He's a counselor for 18 years. I don't want to see any verbal agreements. I want to see it policy. I want to see it written down. I want you to be able to call it up on your computer. Even Hal Robinson should be able to call it up on his computer. But anyway, so that's why he's getting a C. And he does get back to me. I respect him for getting back to me. So he gets a C. Thank you, hand model Wendy. Now we're talking about Nancy Matheson. Probably we're looking in the B's now. Nancy gets a B. And Nancy gets a B because she does get back to me and she does have a lot of good things to say. I was impressed by her comments about Frank Hickey and why he should be counselor, and actually challenging some of the weird ideas that a council should select the next counselor when voters should select the next counselor, and Frank Hickey is there because of the voters selecting the counselor. So Greg Roberts, not a wise decision, and also there's no such thing as a verbal agreement in government. We're not over the fence, we're a municipality. Okay, who's next? Tracy Hager. Tracy Hager is a new counselor, and good on Tracy. She gets a B because she actually this year put forward a motion to look into salvaging stuff at the dump. That's a very good thing, and it's been needed, and other municipalities do it, so good on Tracy. And you know, Tracy, I would say to up your game, a little bit more confidence. You're really smart. You know what you're doing. I know it's first time, and you're a smart cookie amongst a lot of cookies. All right, now, good on Tracy. Alex Walder. He is a good guy. I really think he deserves a B. And a B because he is the only one who's using social media. Alex does reports. The community can find out what's happening, at least from his perspective, by going to social media. He has a website, he does all this stuff. Good on him. He's the only one on council that uses social media. And he is somebody who actually, you can tell, reads the agenda. when he says, if you look on page 12, and you see everybody run to page 12 like that never looked at page 12, you know he did and nobody else did. So he's a guy who follows through, and good on him. And I think he could use more support on council. I think yeah. So good on Walter, a B. Now, Mayor Vivian Bloom. Mayor Vivian Bloom, I'm going to give you a B too. And Vivian Bloom, Mayor, she loves this community. She has a website where she posts pictures of all the old people and all the old buildings. We love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. More and more, Vivian. I would say also, Vivian, more confidence and more leadership. When we talk about the LED sign, and Vivian was there at the beginning when this whole fracas started, and yes, it's a mistake and mistakes were made, but we're looking to move forward, Vivian. We're looking to move forward, and we need more vision from you and more direction from you to say, okay, guys, we and gals, we are going to move forward on this LED sign. We're going to work with the hospice. We're going to settle this, but it's like you're waiting for like angels to come down and support you. Maybe of the dead people. Oh, that's a bad joke. Okay, now, here we go again. So that was the council. Here you have cameraman Ken will scan this. We will leave this here so local people can come and see this report card. And also, thank you very much. And oh yes, before I leave you guys, yes, there's a report coming out of the library. You are going to love it. I'm going to talk about that soon. Stay tuned to HYBLA Today. And also, tell us where you're from. In the bottom, say where you're from. We love to see where you're from. We especially love to see if you're local, because that means you're a voter. And this is the voting year. Hello, saluting next year. The election is municipal, and we're going to do it. Hello, truck going by. Hello, world. And thank you. This was wonderful. Thank you for sticking through to the end. And thank you to Wendy Keating, the hand model, part-time resident, full-time taxpayer, Ken Fraser, cameraman, and me, Roy Mitchell, your reporter. We love Hastings Highlands, Maynooth, Graphite, Monteagle, HYBLA, Musclo, Greenview, Birds Creek, Baptiste, Maple Leaf. That's them.